be really honest with you, it's been quite the week. We're almost nearing Christmas. It is the 17th of December. My sister asked me if I wanted to go and see Christmas lights this weekend, and I said yes. Because it's been a hot minute since I've seen Christmas lights, to be really honest with you. I used to do that all the time as a kid. We used to always go and watch Christmas lights. And as an adult, I still enjoy it. It just reminds me of being a kid watching all of those Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights. We don't buy a tree anymore. We don't give gifts, but I still very much, hey Fox guy. So yeah, we don't buy a tree anymore. We just give money now. So what has happened that's exciting in my world? I'll tell you. So on a whim, I went onto eBay. I went onto eBay the other day to look up this poster that was only a poster you could get if you went to the record store on that particular day. So Amoeba had a 35th year anniversary for the record store, and it was on the 15th of November. Unfortunately, I could not attend on that day, but they had this like limited edition poster from a guy named Kills Aaron. It said Amoeba Music 35th anniversary. It had a Walkman with a cassette tape in it. Such a cool poster. And I was bummed that I didn't make it to the event itself. So I was on eBay. I was like, okay, let's just look it up for the heck of it and see if there's any listings for this poster. And I found two listings. Two listings for the poster, and I got one of them. I was so fortunate that someone out there had listed the poster at what I thought was a pretty decent price, and they weren't gouging. They weren't gouging people. So I got the poster. Now I need to go to Michael's, good old Michael's, and get 11 by 17 frame and frame the poster. I'm really happy to have it. I do think I want to put nails into my wall and hang the poster on the wall, because I have like an area above where my 6 cube shelf is that I want to hang posters there. So, I'm trying to find some cool posters here and there, music related, TV related, that I want to hang on my wall. So that was really cool to find that on eBay of all places. I have not bought anything from eBay in a hot minute. The last thing that I bought from eBay was the Sound Magazine album of Partridge Family. I bought that. I paid like $10 for that, plus whatever shipping they had, because Tim was always showing that on streams. So I just was like, I need to own my own copy. So I went and looked it up on eBay, and there was like tons and tons of listings. But of course, I was trying to find one that was affordable and was VG plus, because there's a lot of listings for Partridge Family in general. And I don't know why, for the life of me, the crossword puzzle album goes for like $30. I don't know. Is it rare? Was it not made a lot in the 70s? Because for the most part, a lot of the Partridge Family albums, for the most part, are like between $8 to $10, maybe closer to $20, depending on the album itself. But most Partridge Family albums are pretty affordable. I only own 3 Partridge Family albums. I own a 45. I own 2 Partridge Family albums, Sound Magazine and Up to Date. Yeah, Tim, invigorated my love for the Partridge Family, but I bought the Up to Date album, like back in 2017, before I even knew Tim. So I bought that album quite a while ago because I saw it at a thrift store that does not exist anymore down the street from where I live. And I just picked it up for like $6. I paid $6 for the Partridge Family. But but yeah. Yeah, that's just my luck being able to find a poster that I thought I wasn't going to be able to find, because I like to collect things from record stores like tote bags, stickers, and t-shirts. I love to collect those things from record stores when it comes to merch for the record store. Now, it's really cool if a record store does posters for their actual record stores, but we know that's not a very common thing. Now, I have a tote bag because I was looking through my tote bags. I have a tote bag from a record store that I went to back in San Diego when I went to visit San Diego, I think back in 2018, called Record City. Record City moved their location. I still think they're in San Diego, but they're in a different location. Now, the owner of Record City is a big Bronski Beat Jimmy Somerville fan. So when I said to him I wanted to add, Jimmy Somerville and Bronski Beat to my collection, he's like, I have a lot of that stuff. I collect that. And I was like, that's cool. Now, if you're in San Diego and you want to go and visit a record store, obviously I would recommend Record City. I also went to, I think it was called Fine Folk Rare Arts or something. I think that was the name of the record store. I went there as well because I was looking at record stores in San Diego and they had so many that came up. I think there's another one called like M Theory that is in San Diego. And I decided to go to Record City because Record City was really highly rated. And I'm glad I went. There was an album at Record City that I kind of wish I would have picked up because it is so unique. And I have never came across something like that again. It was a signed Tim Curry album that Tim Curry had autographed to somebody. And I was thinking of just picking it up even though it did not have my name on it, because I thought it'd be kind of cool to have something of Tim Curry. But I didn't pick it up. And I should have. Because I think, it'd be a kind of cool conversation piece. Like, what are you doing with a Tim Curry album that's, autographed to John or something? Or I don't remember what name it was autographed to. But they wanted I think 30, $20 for it. I guess Tim Curry's autograph itself is not worth a lot. Which is crazy. It's not worth a lot. And then one time at Amoeba, I came across Duran Duran's autographs going for $30. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if they're legit, because you would think someone like Duran Duran, their autographs would be worth some money. And again, these Duran Duran autographs, they were personalized to someone else. Which always brings me back to that one episode of Pawn Stars where Chum Lee gets Bob Dylan to sign a record. I think it was like Portrait or something. And he gets him to sign it, and he writes to Chum Lee. And then Rick, who owns the store, is like, we can't sell this in the store. So Chum Lee has a really cool Bob Dylan memorabilia that not too many normal people can say they have. Because I'm sure there's celebrities over the years who have gotten autographs from Bob Dylan. But yeah, it always reminds me of that. But other than that, I haven't been really playing a lot of music. I just haven't been really sitting down to playing a lot of music. I've been watching movies. I've been going down the whole movie rabbit hole. Which reminds me, at one time, I did sign up for Letterbox because I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool for people to see what I'm watching? And let's be really honest, my movie taste probably sucks, okay? I'm not like a movie aficionado. I don't know. I don't know a lot about movies at times, but I've seen a lot of movies over the years. And I just think Letterbox is kind of cool. If you, it's kind of like it's kind of like Discogs when you log in your records, which I haven't updated my Discogs since probably 2020. I don't know. I'm just lazy about it. I have the Discogs, and it's cool to see what people are buying, but I don't really buy enough records to justify me really updating my Discogs. As I mentioned in like my last stream, the last record I bought was the compilation for Stranger Things season 5, compiled by Rockin' Robin, which is a character on Stranger Things, Robin. That was pretty cool, and it comes with all these stickers. I haven't opened it yet. On Friday, I definitely, when I have time, I definitely should play it. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to play that. So how have you guys been? It says tomorrow is going to be 77. Only in California does the weather get to like 77 degrees. Only in California. Hey, Miss Ew. Welcome. Welcome. I got like a pimple. On my chin, which is annoying. How you been, Miss Ew? How's life? I feel like Miss Ew is coming back and everybody's like, yeah. Like Miss Ew, she comes in when she wants to. That's what I like about Miss Ew. Is she's not here all the time, and when she comes, it's like a little treat. It's like a little treat when she comes. Because I like Miss Ew. I think yesterday or today, was it yesterday or today, was Benny of ABBA's birthday. As you guys know, I like ABBA. So that's really cool. Other than that, let's talk about the what the fuck of the week. Because this happened recently. So Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Reiner, were killed in their house. Stabbed to death by their son, Nick Reiner, while on drugs. Now, my favorite movie from Rob Reiner is When Harry Met Sally. I love the hell of that movie. And of course, you guys remember him as the character Michael on All the Family, aka Meathead. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? You raise your kids, you think you're doing good, and then your kid goes and kills you. It's just like wrapping my mind around the fact that Rob Reiner and his wife was killed by their own son. The daughter said that he said he did it. Like the daughter found them dead. Can you just imagine that? Finding your own parents dead. But he's going to jail. No, they found him. They found the brown shooting. They found the brown shooter. They already arrested him, Fox Guy. The brown shooter has been arrested. I forgot what his name is, but they arrested him like 4 days ago, I think. I want to say we found out Saturday or Sunday. That's what they said. Unless I've been told wrong. The news outlet has came out saying they arrested him. Let me go check this. Then the news outlets must have got it wrong then. They had a different guy that they had named and said that he was the brown shooter. So things must have changed. Maybe they let that other guy go. Because at first they had arrested a guy that they thought was the Brown shooter, the Brown University shooter, but I guess he's not the guy, so they're still at large. Sorry, the last time I checked the news about that, they had arrested somebody, but I guess maybe he turned out not to be the guy. So it's still at large, guys. Regardless, it is your town. I know it's your town. But I'm just going about what I read on the news 4 days ago. Sorry, I don't update myself on everything that happens in Rhode Island, considering I do live in California. So most of the stuff we get here is shootings that happen in our area. And then if it's a very worldwide shooting where more than one person gets shot, then yes, we get updated. We get updated about the Brown shooting too. We also had the tragedy in Australia at Bondi Beach. Let's not forget that. Bondi Beach had a tragedy too. 14 people, I think, were killed in Bondi Beach at a Hanukkah festival. And that's pretty crazy when you come to think about it. It was a father and son. Yeah. So yeah, this month, I dare say, has been pretty fucked up. Like, it's the holidays and people are getting fucked up in the brain and they're shooting people. You'd think the holidays would stop people from being cray-cray. But no, not enough eggnog, not enough Christmas gifts. They go on and shoot people. I'm telling you, people are crazy during the holidays. Bondi Beach. The world's cray-cray-cray. Let me read your long comment. Lisa, use Mano drying London on your pimple. Thank you. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, there's 2 people that died in the Brown shooting. It was a guy that was, I believe, a Syrian. I want to say he's a Syrian. He's from a different country. And then another person, and the name escapes me for both of them. I'm sorry. I'm like horrible with names, but regardless, 2 people lost their lives in the Brown shooting. And in Bondi Beach, it was like 14 or 15 people, and one of them being a kid. And I also read about a couple who tried to stop them and ended up getting killed. And then we have the hero of the day, Ahmed, who went and charged at the shooter. He was 43, and he wrestled the gun from the shooter while getting shot. So thank you, Ahmed, for your heroic actions. You prevent more people from being shot. Man, I swear the holidays just bring out the worst in people. They just do. The holidays make people crazy. You would think that the holiday music, the eggnog, the Christmas gifts, being with your family would make people happy. But no, there are some cray-cray people out there that don't give 2 shits about Christmas. And they're like, oh, let me go shoot up a school. I hope they find that guy, okay? Because we know the people in the East Coast. We know for a fact that the people in the fucking East Coast don't mess around. They're out there finding him. They're gonna find him in the East Coast. The people in the East Coast are gonna find him. They don't mess around. Boston, Massachusetts, New York City, New Hampshire, Vermont, all of those East Coast places, they don't fucking mess around. I would not go and mess with a person from the East Coast. Hey, Dusty Spins. What's up? I figured I'd go live today because I'm like, why not? Because on the weekend I'm going to be doing things. Your kid made you try it? Eggnog mixed with Sprite? Holy fuck, I gotta try that. Do you know that if you mix Sprite with like some other things, and it can be pretty good, like eggnog and Sprite. Holy shit. Should I like go and buy some eggnog and Sprite and like and try it and then do a stream of me trying eggnog and Sprite? Because I think it would be really good. I think it would be like drinking a cream soda, right? How about eggnog and Coke? I don't know. I definitely should. You need more Sora shorts with Dusty and short shorts? It's delicious. I've been making a lot of funny Sora shorts where I'm on Dusty's ring bell door camera trying to like taunt him, and they're pretty funny. Except I don't have much space on my phone right now to save the shorts. I need to clear out space on my phone because there are some pretty funny ones that I made on Sora that I like. Like, I only post the funny ones. The ones that are weird, where the voices don't match up or the voices don't sync, or they just didn't come out the way I want, I don't use them. But the funny ones I do use. I like Sora. And people are like, it's AI. And it's like, no shit, Sherlock. I know it's AI. But it's just me having fun with AI. Eggnog and Guinness? That sounds very interesting. Eggnog and Guinness. So it would be like an eggy alcoholic beverage. Like, I saw a recipe where a person made eggnog. And I'm kind of thinking with all the eggs I have, that maybe I want to try and make eggnog. Or should I just, like, okay, guys, I need to know what's a good brand of eggnog? Like, what brand do you get when it comes to eggnog? What's your go-to brand? Because, like, when you go to the grocery store, there is clearly so many different brands of eggnog. Like, it can overwhelm a girl. Like, Costco has their own brand. But I'm like, I kind of want to get the good brand of eggnog. But I don't want to buy, like, a big thing of eggnog. Like, Costco sells, like, a 2-pack of eggnog. Like, I just want to buy, like, a small thing of eggnog. Oh, okay. Aldi brand, Lisa. Friendly Farms. I'll look into that. I do go to Aldi. I do go to Aldi from time to time. Aldi is very, very, very useful. I like buying their mustard and mayo because it's damn cheap. My kid just got the generic Walmart brand. You need to get these nuts. It's a good eggnog. The generic Walmart brand. I do go to Walmart a lot, so I could definitely look into that. Let me get this on a tripod, like, so you guys can like see my face, man. Oh my gosh. Hold up, because I think people want to see my face. Hold up. What's up? Yeah, I got these shelves stacked in the back. They're just stacked there for right now. So while I figure out things. A hydraulic patch. Hydraulic patch. I'll look into that. Thank you, Ms. U. Thank you, Ms. U. Let me tell you, I kept the box for my Stranger Things pizza. Stranger Things, the TV show, is great, but the pizza, nothing to write home about. I tell you, the pizza is nothing to write home about. I don't really care much for the pizza. You don't see a pimple? I feel it. Maybe it's just me. Like, I feel a pimple right here. Right here, you see? What's up, Nick? What's up, guys? Let's pick out a random record. from the shelf. Because most of you guys are subscribed to me for record content, right? Okay, we're going to pick out a random record from the shelf. I mean, come on. BC. Look it. Your girl's got the birds. Fifth Dimension. I paid a whopping $2 for this. Like, $2 for the birds. Get out of here. Get out of here. What else do we have? Random. Random. Of course. You gotta have the Mariah Carey, man. Yeah, gotta have the Mariah. And then, of course, my most recent pickup, which is the WSK collection, compiled by Rockin' Robin. Let's actually open this on stream. Let's open this on stream, guys. I was like gonna do a video about it, and I was like, forget it. Because I don't feel like I need to do a video about every record that I get. But this is kind of a stream. We can show you what variant it is. Knowing Target and how this is only at Target and it's a Target exclusive, it's probably red. Yeah, the Patron Saint. Fantastic record. Okay, here we go. So the record is, what did I tell ya? It's red. It is the Stranger Things collection. And it comes with this. Beam Me Up. This place sucks. We're going to go and put that on my turntable. We'll find space. WSKQ 94.5 FM. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, it's a fictional radio station. And what else? We got like something else in here. When they do posters, like, where am I gonna put this? Do I even want to hang up the poster? I like Stranger Things, but like, I don't know. Right now, it's gonna go back in this thing, and then I gotta go put it in an inner sleeve, outer sleeve combination. Let's see what else we got here that we can show. We're gonna pick a random record. Good unboxing live. Yeah, I don't do too many unboxing lives. I usually just unbox it off camera. The Monkeys. The Monkeys with Pull It. I remember I had pronounced the name of this record wrong in a video. Like I accidentally made a snafu. And some guy came into my video and he corrected me. I was like, oh, look at here. We got a badass. He's like correcting me about how to say an album. God forbid, when you own records, God forbid that you sometime make a mistake with the title of the album. What I don't really like much is someone who's got to be specific and got to correct you on the title of an album. You know, God forbid you have that pole up your ass. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. Oh, Pet Shop Boys. With Actually. You know, I love the song Rent. I love the song One More Chance. It's a Sin. It Could Happen Here. Let me go look. What tracks are on the Stranger Things compilation? They should tell you. Here we go. I Think We're Alone Now, Tiffany. The Magnificent Seven, The Clash. Bicycle Race, The Queen. Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, Pink Floyd. Wheel in the Sky, Journey. Upside Down, Diana Ross. Surrender, Cheap Trick. Great Cheap Trick track. See Those Eyes Again, Altered Image. Here Comes the Rain Again, Eurythmics. The Warrior, Scandal featuring Patti Smith. Yeah, there's also like another compilation that they have for season 5 that I do definitely want to look into getting. Um, let's see what else we have here that we can show. Oh, of course, the early animals with Eric Burden. I went through a period of time where I was just picking up a lot of animal stuff when I went to Amoeba. I would see it and I would pick it up, of course, if it was not an expensive price, because God knows I'm not going to pay $30 for used animals. And then I found this one. We'll show more animals. I found this one at Goodwill. The Best of the Animals. 15 original hits. I dare say that this is a pretty damn cool cover. I mean, look at this. Look at this cover. Whoever was designing the cover for this album, you knocked it out of the park. You've got the band here. You've got all these different animals. You got this creepy ass cat looking at you. You have some kind of a fish. You have this man as a dog. You have butterflies. You've got this white rabbit. Probably a reference to Alice in Wonderland. You got the gorilla. Obviously, the record company was like, let's make this album cover wild. I mean, and then you compare it to their other covers, which this one here is kind of, just has like paw prints. It's the Animals, their third and biggest set yet on MGM. I love Eric Borden. I love his stuff that he does with the Animals. I love the stuff that he does with War. Spill the Wine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Is San Franciscan Nights and Pie Sky on that? On the 15 best tracks? Let me look. I have not actually looked. Let's look at all of them. Okay. Hold up. We got the Association, too. You guys like the Association? The Association's greatest hits? Because, I think I have 2 Associations. This one's $7.99. I have another Association somewhere. The Animals Japanese pressing. I'm looking. I could have sworn I had another Association. It was like a red. It was a red variant. I have to look and remember where I put that one, because that one needs to go back on my shelf. So let's put the Association back on there, because I could have sworn I had a red variant. That particular one's a Taiwanese pressing. Okay. This particular one here, Animal Tracks, does not have San Franciscan Nights and Pilots on the Sky. This is the early Animals. It has the early stuff. Let's see what else we got. Oh. No. It's not on here, but they have Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. And what's kind of funny is I have the Animals here, and right next to the Animals, we got the Allman Brothers Band with Brothers and Sisters, because I do like the Allman Brothers Band. I also have the live album that Dusty gave me, which I cherish that. And then Oh, got my punk pop. Then we got some good old America. This is America Homecoming. I paid $1. Paid $1 for America. Everybody knows America. Ventura Highway, Sister's Golden Hair, Horse with No Name, which is probably the one that everybody knows, but I love Sister's Golden Hair. Who else do we have here? More America. My dad's copy of America with a very big poster of them, which your girl is probably never going to hang up. And then, also, in this same lot, the only Bryan Adams album I own, because I got it for a whopping $1, Bryan Adams Into the Fire. Yeah, I paid $1 for this. I don't own any other Bryan Adams, but for some reason I saw this and I was like, yeah, let this be my very first Bryan Adams album. And it's the only one I own. Eventually I might have to, get some more Bryan Adams, but for right now, that's what I have. I heard A Hearse with No Name in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Wow, you heard it from a game. I heard it's the East's guitar. Favorite America, I Need You. You have Brothers and Sisters on CD. I only own 2 Allman Brothers Band albums. I only have 2 Allman Brothers Band albums. I do want to get Eat a Peach, because I don't own Eat a Peach. Let's see what else we have here that we can show. Oh, the poster my sister gave me a while back, which I got to put up on the wall, which is super cool. Let's see what else we can show here. Oh, good old Deep Purple. Shades of Deep Purple. I like this album cover, okay? I bought this off of eBay a while back because someone had mentioned to me, you need this album. And I was like, okay. So I went on eBay. I found a copy. And so I bought it. I bought it one day. I just went on eBay and I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this. Dire Straits. Love Over Gold. The only Dire Straits I own. Which reminds me, I do need to get more Dire Straits. Let's look at some more random. Oh. And again, I think we're sensing a pattern here. The only Elvis Costello that I own. Paid a whopping $5 for this. I don't know a lot about Elvis Costello, but this album cover, and I know this band, this album cover was just very colorful. And for $5 at the thrift store, at the flea market, of course you bet I picked it up. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Get Happy. The album cover alone is why I bought Elvis Costello. Along Comes Mary, yes. I have the Japanese pressing of Shay. Oh, cool. Dire Straits. He saw them in Sydney concert in 1986 when it was broadcast TV. Of course, I also have new stuff too. I got the Ed Sheeran. Let's see what else I can show you. Let's look at some of this other stuff I have. Oh, this is my dad's album. This is the Ohio Express with Beg, Borrow, and Steal. We had 2 copies of this album. I just didn't really feel like I need 2 copies of this album. But, hey, they got a song about me. It's too groovy. Yeah. And plus, in the 60s, they had these really cool covers. And the artwork was super cool. It was just super cool. It's like just one of those albums that I asked my dad why the heck he owned it, and he said because. Just because. It was what was big. Oh, look at this label. I tell you, this label is pretty bitchin'. I just love a good label, and I just love a really colorful graphic album. Nope, I'm not buying the Smiths because Deep Purple is a band with substance, okay? Deep Purple has lasted the test of time. Deep Purple is talented. The Smiths, I'll give you credit where credit's due. Johnny Marr, talented. Morrissey can go blank himself. And I bought that Deep Purple back in 2016, okay? This was before me and you and Paulina ever became friends. You guys told me about it 2 years ago. Kamate, guys. I know who the Smiths are. I've known the Smiths since high school. I've had over 30 years to get some Smiths in my life, and did I? No. If 30 years ago my friend could not convince me to buy Smiths for my CD collection, what makes you think you guys can? I've been a fan of the Smiths since 1996, 95, or 97. If freshman me could not convince myself to get the Smiths, good luck with adult people trying to convince me. Of course, let's see what else we have. Yeah. Women for Tokyo is actually on their 1973 album, Who Do We Think We Are? The last album with Gillian and Roger Glover for 11 years. Oh my God, you guys. I bought the album because someone recommended I buy it. Let's show some other shit, okay? Let's see what else we got here we can show. Yeah, you probably are like, wow, I never expect this in your collection, but yes, we got the Platters in the still of the night because I do enjoy some doo-wop, so I like to have some variety because if people come over here and they're like, but I want to listen to something from the 50s, I got you. And now don't think that I just jumped onto the hype train. No, I've been listening to the Platters since I was a kid. I'm deep into the Platters. Oh, of course. What is a collection without some Rolling Stones? We've got Some Girls by the Rolling Stones. Now, I don't own everything of the Rolling Stones, okay, guys? I am, like, missing a lot. This was just like a hey, saw it at Goodwill. I picked it up. Yep, they did. This is just something I saw at Goodwill and I was like, I think I should pick this up. So I did. Peter Schilling. Error in the System. Yeah, that's right. Major Tom Coming Home is on here, guys. If you're wondering, here's the track listing. It's on here. Paid a whopping $2.99 for this. Someone was probably going to tell me you should have just left this on the shelf. Why did you bring this home? Because I like Major Tom Coming Home. So, yeah. I bought this about 5 years ago. Or maybe even 7 years ago. Because I think I bought this pre-pandemic. Of course, my one and only Santana album. Abradicus. My only Santana album. And then we got my 2 Rush albums here. Moving Pictures. Fly By Night. You're like, what? She's got Rush in her collection? Yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to be in my collection. You sure as hell know that I have Rush. Because is also your dad's favorite. That's the one my dad gave me. Surprisingly, that copy of Abraticus is from my dad. Huh. Let's pull out some stuff from here. What do we have? Oh, I played this one time and on a stream, and someone was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. It was Selling England by the Pound, or Genesis. They did not like it. They told me I should not play more Genesis. And what did I do? I played more. Oh, of course. Gotta have like some sort of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Prague from the 70s. This has got, all the goody stuff. All the goody stuff. Fanfare for the Common Man. Lucky Man, fantastic. Tiger in the Spotlight trilogy. Hoedown. My favorite is probably Fanfare for the Common Man. Great song. A solid track. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. You're either going to love them or you're going to either hate them. And for those of you out there that are probably like, does she even like the 80s? Yo, Erasure. 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 I guess you kind of get the idea. I like Erasure, okay? I got 4 Erasure albums. And you know what's funny? I have 4 Erasure albums, right? And this is the only Elvis album that I have in my collection. Like when people say to me, oh my God, I'm such a big Elvis fan. I have like 20 plus albums of Elvis. And all I got to show for Elvis is the Elvis Christmas album. And I'm telling you that this album's fucking fantastic, man. I love Christmas Elvis. I'm not a huge fan of Elvis, but Blue Christmas. Oh my God. Blue Christmas, Silent Night, White Christmas. Fuck. This whole album's great. I saw it at the Goodwill, and I took it home with me because it's freaking Elvis. Why would you not have Elvis? Because I freaking love Elvis. And why do I have it under E? Who cares? I have it under E. Thayer Street had some of the best digging spots ever. There's places on second floor is amazing. I only have the 1984 compilation Blue on vinyl. I only have one Elvis album. I feel like if you're an Elvis fan or you're an Elvis aficionado, you have a lot of Elvis. I'm not one of those. But I have the Christmas album because it's a Revere classic. And Elvis sounds good on it. Maybe one day I'll probably pick up like Elvis's golden hits. I know Tim's gonna come in here and be like, no, Lisa, yes, I want to get a greatest hits album on vinyl, okay? I don't need the entirety of Elvis. I just want the hits. I only wish Perth had more record shops. There are plenty that I used to love going to when I lived in Melbourne. So in my town, William, we have one record shop, and it's a hole-in-the-wall record shop, and it's not a very big record store, and to be really honest with you, my record store has a lot more used than new, but they are doing RSD now. So I might in the future consider going to my particular record store for RSD. I might consider that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like over the whole RSD thing. because the last time I participated in RSD was 2022. That was a year when the Cat Stevens, Harold and Maude soundtrack came out, because that was the one particular album I had to have. Let me see if I have it here. Steve. Yeah. This was like the one RSD release that I absolutely had to have, because I love this movie. This is one of my absolute favorite movies. And the soundtrack. The soundtrack for this movie goes for a pretty penny on eBay. Like, I seen one for like $700 on eBay. I got a yellow pressing because that's what the record store had left at Amoeba. So I had no choice in what pressing I wanted. And to be really honest with you, the yellow one's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I think it's cute. There's also like an orange pressing. Lots of FTDs. I don't have any of the FTDs, but I heard that those are sonically the ones you want for Elvis. I need to put this in an inner sleeve. I mean an outer sleeve. I do. But yeah, I have an inner sleeve. And in case anybody's wondering, I like these too. These Big Fudge inner sleeves. They're pretty good. I bought some a while back. But now I use the Invest in Vinyl ones, which are much cheaper than the Big Fudge ones. I was watching a video on TikTok. Some girl said that she does not put her records in inner or outer sleeves. And I'm like, why? And she said because her grandpa did that. I was like, you heathen. You're heathen. Oh, the center of the screen? Yeah. I'm trying to show them in the center of the screen. Let's see what else we can show. I'll try to do that. Oh, what else do we have here? This was kind of random. I got this from Black Box Record Club. Obviously, I clearly don't know a lot about this band. But this is, let me go back. This is Quick Messenger Silver Live at the Fillmore Auditorium, February 5th, 1967. I'm going to go back a little so you guys can see it. Yeah. I got that from Black Box Record Club. Have not obviously played it, but when I told them I liked the 60s, they sent me that. I have the Hi-Fi. I bought the Hi-Fi, Hudson Hi-Fi outer sleeves, and they work great. They work great. Yeah, I got that from Black Box Record Club, like, back in 2016. Yeah, right now I use the Invest in Vinyl inner sleeves, and I use the Hudson Hi-Fi outer sleeves. They were recommended to me by Ed, so I used them. Ed said they were good sleeves. I paid about $35 for like 100 of them on Amazon. I'm sure there's another place to buy inner sleeves that probably are cheaper, but you know what? My local record store does not sell inner and outer sleeves. So I have to go and buy them online. And if I want to actually get them, also, I'd probably have to go all the way to the record store in Hollywood, Amoeba. And I don't go there all that much because I don't live like far from it, but no, I just buy them off Amazon, and Amazon ships them to me. I have them. I use them. They're great. I have some inner sleeves that I bought a while back. I don't buy a lot of records, so I don't really need to buy a lot, but Hudson Hi-Fi outer sleeves are great. I've had the vinyl style ones. I had some other ones that were given to me by a company, Q87. eBay or Amazon, yeah. I buy it off Amazon. What else do we have here? Let me see. A lot of Perry Chapman. Oh, look at this. Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs, and Englishmen. I found this at the thrift store, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool to have. And I don't have a lot of Joe Cocker. I have that Joe Cocker, and then I have, what other ones do I have of Joe Cocker? Of course, the album that my dad gave me. This one. And then I have another Joe Cocker. This one here, too. A little help. A little help for my friends. Oh my God. Leon Russell, yeah. Leon Russell, great. And then, you know, the only Leonard Cohen that I own, which I will show it to you. This is the only Leonard Cohen that I own. Leonard Cohen, Songs of Hate and Love. I love this album. I love this album. And so that's why I bought it. It's great. It's great. I probably will eventually buy more Leonard Cohen, but it is what it is. What is this? Nat King Cole. I just randomly saw Nat King Cole at the thrift store, and I do really, really enjoy his voice. He has quite the unique voice when it comes to music, and I've wanted to have some sort of Nat King Cole in my collection, so this is pretty good because this has, you know, lots of different stuff on here of, you know, Nat King Cole's retrospective career. He didn't live a long life. He died young, but still, regardless, just cool to have a little bit of something different that you don't expect. Oh, both your parents' favorite? Well, I have to look more into Leonard Cohen. I just, you know, when it comes to Leonard Cohen, I bought that one because it was like $6 on Amazon, and I could not pass a $6 record, so I bought that. I do want to expand more upon my Christmas collection because I only have Bing Crosby. I have the Beach Boys Christmas album because, I mean, why not? Why not have the Beach Boys Christmas album? I feel like for the shit that the Beach Boys get here on old YouTube land, this is fun. This is a fun ass album. And if you don't have a copy, get one. I know there's like a repress of this album on a green vinyl, but I just went with like a capital release on the purple label. And it says here, a capital value. A capital value. Like when Brian Wilson passed away, his stuff was going up in a little bit of money because people are like, oh, now I can place my Brian Wilson stuff at more money. Always happens when someone passes away. I overpaid for this album. I'll admit it. I think I overpaid for this album. This is the Alan Parsons Project. Eye in the Sky. Like, if I could go back, would I have paid $25 for a used copy of this album? Probably not. Probably not. Ventures Christmas album is great. I have to check it out. I like the Ventures. I think I have like one Ventures album because it was given to me by my ex, and I have it. Because his dad was getting rid of his record collection, so he gave me a lot of his dad's stuff. I Robot, only Alan Parsons I need. I have two Alan Parsons because I found an Alan Parsons project at the thrift store, another one at the thrift store for like really cheap, so I bought it. $25 sounds reasonable for that album. I was thinking I paid too much for a used album, but I guess if you say I didn't, then you said I didn't. This one I got at the thrift at Amoeba for $1.99. The Smithereens, especially for you. Yeah, I don't have a lot of 80s. I don't have a lot of 80s, but anyways. Oh, I did not know that, Hoops. I was just like, wow. That's pretty, I don't, if I were paid. We're gonna go live for another 10 minutes, guys. This stream has gone over an hour. So, you're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow. Anyways, now we're going to go live for another 10 minutes. Just thought I'd revisit my record collection. And you probably have seen a lot of these records already. My collection has not really evolved much over the years. You know, I'm not going out of my way to buy 10 to 15 albums a year. Not anymore. I used to. I used to be that person that would buy a record all the time. Now it's kind of like, if I see something that I think is cool, like the Stranger Things one, then I'll pick it up. I will pick it up for sure. I don't know where this one goes to. Oh my gosh. I forgot what album this came from. This is when you have too many inner sleeves. Well, this inner sleeve will be used for something. Was this off the Beach Boys album? Probably, huh? The Beach Boys Christmas album? Yeah, let's put it in the Beach Boys Christmas album. Because that one does not have an actual inner sleeve. There you go, Beach Boys. You're protected, Brian. So, I just want to say before I go, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. Show some Donovan. Oh, I got a lot of Donovan. Okay, we'll show some Donovan. It'll be like the last showing of records before I go. Donovan. Oh, are you guys ready for all the Donovan I own? Because, well, guys, you guys are ready. Okay. Because, well, yeah. We own a lot of Donovan, okay? Here we go. Let's show every Donovan I have. The first Donovan. Greatest hits. Okay. The hurdy-gurdy man, Donovan. Bar Abba Gang. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Okay. Catch the Wind. Colors. Donovan Live. Donovan like it is. I think you can kind of tell I like Donovan. Okay. A copy of Sunshine Superman. It says here original issue, lightwear. And lastly, Donovan Donovan P. Leach. I think this was the album that started the collection. So we have, oh, that's all my Donovan. I don't have much of the Doors, guys, so we're not going to show the Doors because my Doors collection is severely lacking. I only have like 3 Doors albums. I like Donovan a lot. I went through a phase where I was buying a lot of Donovan. You got it 4, don't have it. I have you. Yeah, 5 I don't have. 5 out of 10 I got. Well, awesome. I just went through a phase where I was getting a lot of Donovan at one time because I really love folk music. And Donovan's like music was just very folksy to me. So I still need a flower from a gift. Or is it a gift from a flower? I need that. I mean, my favorite cover, obviously, the cover that I think I like the most is either Sunshine Superman or As You Like It, because I think those are very colorful album covers. I mean, Catch the Wind is kind of boring. The cover for Catch the Wind, kind of boring. But, you know, he looks so serious on the... And what's interesting is that his son is actually an actor, too. His son's an actor as well. I mean, his son is in the entertainment industry as well. I think his daughter might be, too. Oh, yeah. His daughter... Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, his daughter was in that movie with John Cusack. I need to get that one. Why are people like doing fireworks? Like, what are we celebrating? I'm like, the Dodgers are not playing right now. Oh, it's football season. And let's be really honest. The only team in LA that has a chance of making it to the Super Bowl, the only team in California that has a chance of making it to the Super Bowl is the 49ers. 49er gang. Because the Rams, maybe. We know for a fact the Chargers are never going to fucking make it to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to all you people who are fans of the Chargers. Your team is going nowhere. Okay? I feel for people who are fans of the Chargers because that team is never gonna maybe never is a harsh thing to say. They're just not gonna go to the Super Bowl for a very long time. Maybe we'll get a repeat and we'll get the Eagles again. Because, you know, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I'm sorry, Fox guy, but the Chargers are not going to the Super Bowl. Hey, my Patriots aren't going to the Super Bowl either, so we both have teams that suck. We both have teams that suck. I'm here like talking trash about your team when my team has sucked since Brady left. And yeah, Brady's a cheater. I know. Dusty's gonna come in here and Dusty's gonna be like, well, your team threw an inflatable ball. Well, your team was last good in the 90s when you had Emmitt Smith. Yeah. 2 can play that game. At least they knock out the Swifties. I don't know. I mean, you know, Taylor Swift's a bandwagoner. I mean, she's supporting her boyfriend's team, but she was not a fan of Kansas City Chiefs before she got with her boyfriend, so it is what it is. Well, maybe this year they're doing good for once. I take that back. I haven't been really following much this year. They hardly suck, but they're not. If they go to the Super Bowl, then I will eat my words and I will do a stream. Apologizing to every Chargers fan. Okay? If they go to the Super Bowl, I will do a stream apologizing to every fucking Chargers fan for talking shit on your team. You got that. You got that in stream writing. Oh, arguing football with Lisa is like discussing fine meats with a vegan. Ooh, you went there. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not great. I mean, they don't suck, but they're not great. You're right, they don't suck, but they're not like, I mean, they're better than the Cowboys, but they're not like, they're not like the Eagles, or they're not like the Kansas City Chiefs, but they don't suck, they're not great. They're better than Oakland. I'll give them that. Oakland was the worst team we had in all of California, okay? We can all agree that the Raiders suck. The Raiders were a California team for a while, and they suck. We can agree on that. Then the Eagles are not going to the Super Bowl. Okay, guys, if the Chargers, Kansas City Swift, if the Chargers go to the Super Bowl, I will do a stream. I will do a stream professing that I made a mistake. Okay? I will do a stream professing that I'm an idiot. Only if they go to the Super Bowl. God, please, 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 please. Don't let the Chargers go to the Super Bowl. Let the 49ers go to the Super Bowl if we have to pick a California team. Amen. But it's all in good fun, guys. We all have our teams we love. I mean, it's pretty impressive that you've been following the Chargers since the 70s. So you've been there in the long run. One of the Chargers back block-handed Kelsey in the face. I saw that. That's the one game I did watch. Cowboy butts drive you nuts. Well, a certain Cowboy fan's butt does drive me nuts. Eh? It was a thing of beauty. I'm not a very big Kelsey fan, okay? I feel like Kelsey and his brothers, they have egos, but I do like watching their podcast from time to time. I do enjoy watching it. Anyways, guys, leave Mason alone. Not Mason. Where the fuck is Mason? Where the fuck is Mason? I just want to say thank you to everybody who showed up. Bell. Excuse me. A little bit of Bell. B. Why did I say B? Bell. Miss Ew. Oh my god. Dusty. Fox Guy. Nick. Anybody else I forgot here? Let's see. Hoobs Groob. William. Thank you everybody for showing up. We're gonna go for another minute. Free Mason. I like Mason. Mason's cool. Mason was like my day one when it came to streams. Mason was with me for my day one. Yeah, my phone is at 35%. Holy hell. Yeah, Mason's cool. Mason knows a lot for a young kid. I remember the first time I met Mason. I met Mason through Richard Dolan. I feel like I met a lot of people through Richard Dolan. Like all roads lead to Dolan, right? Because Dolan introduced me to Mason, or is it Mason that popped into my stream? I swear, Dolan introduced me to Beans. Dolan introduced me to a lot of people. Like, I'm thinking back of all the people a lot of people that I met in the VC, I met it through Dolan. Yeah. Every once in a while, Dolan will message me and be like, did you hear about what's happening in the VC? I'm like, I don't pay attention to every single thing that happens in the VC. Like, I try to stay away from those, like, dramatic channels in the VC because, like, I don't care what's happening with that one person in the VC. You know, if you need attention that badly, like, buy some attention. No AZ Mick, I know. AZ Mick is usually, like, the very first one in my streams. Like, holy hell, there's no AZ Mick today. If you want to come in, AZ Mick, and you want to say hi. Mason said he was not part of VC, and then he came crawling back, and he was on streams with us. You know, there's a lot of people that say they're not in the V. I don't consider myself VC, but like Mason sold off his record collection to one of his friends for like $50. Mason had like a lot of good records that was sent to him, and he sold them off because he decided he did not want to collect records anymore and that he just wanted to be strictly CD, which I get it. There are people that like to be strictly CD because if you think about it, CDs take up way less space than records. Records do take up a considerable amount of space. But one of these days, I'm going to have to go through all of my records, and I'm going to have to, get some dividers for these records. But yeah, I get it why some people only collect CDs, but for me, it's like, I like CDs, I like records. I don't see myself, not collecting I don't see myself, dropping one of the formats. Now, there's a format that I don't collect, really, is tapes. That's not a rabbit hole I want to get into, and I don't know exactly where the heck I'm going to put a tape deck. And also, I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I just want to stick to CDs and stick to records. That's what I want to stick to when it comes to physical media. Even DVDs. DVDs are just like, they're just not something I really gravitate towards collecting anymore. I know there are people out there that would be like, well, DVDs are great. They are great, but, it's just, I gotta make space for things I like. And the top two things I like, or the top three things I like, are books, CDs, and records. You have a few CDs? I only have 3. Okay, well, guys, this was a great stream. I think I'm gonna go. It is 9:30. My phone is at 37% battery. I'll probably stream next week. I'm not gonna stream on Christmas Day. Maybe I don't know about Christmas. I don't know about the 24th. I don't know. But we'll figure it out, cuz I don't stream the same day, every week. I like to kind of just pop up when I feel like it. But we're going to have a stream on New Year's. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a stream on New Year's on Dusty Spin's channel. If you're not subscribed to Dusty Spins, subscribe to him, because I'm pretty sure we're going to either have a stream on New Year's or New Year's Eve. So if you guys like to watch the ball drop and you want to, join us coolies on Dusty Spins and watch the ball drop, then yes, that will happen on his stream. So, no tape player. I have a boombox CD player. So yes, talk to you guys real soon. Love you guys all for joining this stream at the hour that I joined. 2025 I'm definitely going to be giving this area a little bit of an update because it needs it. You know, I'm going to get some dividers so these records look a little more pristine. Going to get those records that are over on the other shelf in alphabetical order, move the rest of my K-pop albums over to here. So yeah, bye guys. Talk to you real soon.